What's up, guys? Lewin here at GarageBand and Beyond Mark II. Check it out. We're in my new studio. It seemed appropriate that I make a review of the MTM Mark IIs in GarageBand and Beyond Mark II. I think you understand what I'm saying. This is my new studio. It's not quite complete. I haven't got my acoustic treatment up, as you may or may not be able to hear, but most of it's here. I'm still waiting on a desk, an acoustic treatment, and a couple other, technical things that have to happen. Anyway, welcome to my new space. I'm very excited about it. A lot of you may remember that 4 years ago, Ikmultimedia was kind enough to send me a pair of the original MTMs, which are up behind me sitting vertically. They sent me a pair of those monitors. I put them on my desk, made the review, and they never left my desk. They became my primary monitors, like really honestly, the ones that I used the most for mixing all of my Music Monday songs, 97 of the Music Monday songs, and then all of the songs that I mix and master for clients. Don't forget that I do that. Hit me up, GaragebandandBeyond at Gmail if you're interested in that. Anyway, point is that they were my primary monitors, keeping in mind that I have a pair of Adam A7Xs, as well as the iLoud micro monitors, and of course I have an Avantone Mix Cube, which, they're all great monitors, but the MTMs were the ones that I did the most work on. So I am an expert on what the original ones sounded like. When they wrote to me saying, hey, we have Mark II coming out, would you be interested? I was ecstatic. I actually couldn't think of how they could make them better. I didn't have any real qualms with the original ones. I thought the original ones were great. One of the things that I learned about them a long time ago was, well, are you one of those people that mixes, and you turn a plug-in on and then you're like, can I hear the difference at all? You sit there and go on and off and on and off, and you're sort of wondering, is there a difference? Is the plug-in doing anything? Well, with these MTM monitors and the micro monitors as well from Ikmultimedia, in my old space, properly treated, I could hear every single minute little detail. I talk about it in my mixing videos that there's a compounding factor there. So it might not be this huge difference turning on one plugin, but if there's 3 or 4 plugins doing something, you get a compounding factor there, and you do get to hear all of those tiny little differences with these monitors. And that was something that, I actually sat this morning and watched some other reviewers talk about these monitors. I just don't think that they are as familiar with the MTMs as I am. Someone who's worked on them for 4 years, right? A lot of these reviewers are just getting them and then they're turning them on and listening to them and giving you some sort of review. No, I'm not trying to bash anyone there. But some of the things that I heard, I just sat there and said, well, you don't really know the sounds, right? You're not specifically familiar with these particular monitors, like I am. So if you're going to take anybody's advice on these monitors, I'm the guy. I'm the guy you want to listen to because I know. So that all being said, with no shame at all that being said, the Mark IIs are exactly what they claim them to be, right? So they say better low end, absolutely, down to 40 hertz, which is crazy for 3.5 inch woofers. That's mind-blowing. More powerful software and computer inside of them for the self-calibration. If you don't know, these monitors can calibrate themselves to your room, which is super, super awesome, especially if you're in a small room that is untreated. It's epic. It's I don't know of any other company that does that. It comes with a microphone. There's free software that they give you to do it. The X Monitor software, really, really detailed program, really, really powerful, and something that if you're in the home recording studio world, it just makes it so much easier to get your monitors to sound great in your room. That calibration thing, I really like it. It's very much a taste thing if you ask me. I like it. I know people who don't, but it's one of those things you can have the calibration on and leave it on and record, and you'll get used to it after time. Like any set of monitors you're going to buy, you have to get used to them. So the calibration thing is, I personally love it. I've seen other reviewers being like, I don't know. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So what I want to do with you guys today is I'm going to set up a pair of Neumann KM184s. and I'm going to play one of my Music Monday songs, and we're going to A-B back and forth. I'm not going to leave the old ones vertical. I'm going to put them down horizontally on the other stands just to make it fair, right? And also, just so you know, they're going to be flat. So I will come back to yak at you a little bit more at the end, but one more time, welcome to my new Space Mark II. I'm super excited about it. Let's get to the listening.
I just wish I hadn't said the words, I hadn't stirred the pot, didn't need to know everything so much, 'cause the lines of heartbreak came, falling like the rain. I could easily tell that we were there again, and I fell back in the well. Now I know that life will turn around, but for now I'm so far down, it's hard to see the light that guides me through the day.
So there you go. That is, a general sense of the difference in the sound of the two of them. Obviously, this is not any proper way for you to assess the actual sonic capabilities of these monitors, because you're probably listening through a phone or headphones or, maybe even your own studio. But I just set up some microphones in a room, so it's not a really good example of what they sound like. Again, it was just so you could hear the difference between Mark II and Mark I of the MTMs, right? So here's my take on it. I sat in the room. I listened to those songs twice on both sets of monitors. Here's what I heard. The old ones, I still love them. I still think they sounded great. I mixed both of those songs on the original MTM, so I know what they sound like. Once the Mark IIs came on, though, it was pretty obvious what the differences are. Definitely more low end. It's tighter for sure. And like it goes down to 40 hertz, so there's just a lot more low end. Seriously impressive amount of low end for how small they are. But most importantly, they were more mid-heavy. I wouldn't say heavy, but there were more mids in there. And it wasn't something that I really disliked about the old ones, but I did know that there was some mid information, like there could be a little bit more. Certainly usable. I used them for 4 years. Mark IIs have all that mid information that is a very, very nice step up. Across the board, they are better, okay? So if you're somebody who owns a set of Mark Is and you're like, hey, are the Mark IIs any good? Yeah, they're good. Are they better? Yeah, they're better. Are the Mark Is still awesome? Yes, the Mark Is are still awesome. If I had my choice, if I had money and I wanted to buy Mark Is or Mark II, I'd buy the Mark IIs, right? They're the new ones. They're the new ones. They sound like modern monitors. The software inside is better for the calibration stuff. That X monitor application that comes with these for free from Ikmultimedia is super awesome, very versatile, and very cool. And it's just, all in all, I like IK Multimedia. They're one of the most innovative companies in the world and in the industry right now. They're from Italy, which I like because I used to live in Italy. Ciao. But yeah, that's it. A great company making great stuff specifically for the home recording studio. And if you have a home recording studio and you're looking for an awesome pair of monitors, well, there you go. I think you know what I think at this point. All right, you guys. So that wraps it up for today. It's really nice to be back in the saddle again. A lot more videos coming out from my channel in the near future. So stick around, stay tuned, and all that stuff. And I'll yak at you guys later. All right. Peace and love. I got that backwards. All right. Peace and love. See you later.